I'm back. I'm back. And I know I probably look a mess, but I'm just coming to you like as I am on a day-to-day basis. And today my hair was a mess, so I put on a wig and a hat, and here we are. I want to talk about how I lost 30 pounds. 30 pounds. I lost 30 pounds. Like, saying it out loud is like, wow, you did that. So if you want to find out more about how I lost 30 pounds, keep watching. So basically, first I want to spill all my tea. I was originally a whopping
204 pounds.
204 pounds. That's when I was just like, I have to do something. Like, I can't weigh 204 pounds. And not even just the weight. What really got me to be like, it's time to get this together, was that I was having trouble breathing. Like, sitting in the car, driving, singing, having trouble breathing. Didn't like the way I was looking. I think it got to a point where I was making more. I was on my own and I wasn't cooking all the time, so I was eating out, and the weight just kind of, eventually it was just there. I didn't necessarily realize that I was gaining so much weight, but I was. 204 pounds is where we are again in December of 2017, and I had had enough. I decided I was going to lose weight. We're going to do it for real this time. And something just kind of clicked in my mind where I was really going to do it. So now that you have that kind of a little bit of a backstory, if you have any more questions about that, you can definitely ask those. But I do want to make this fairly quick. I want to break it down into just 3 main topics, and that'll be eating, exercise, and then just some other tips, just some real deal talk and tips about what I did to lose weight. Okay, so starting off with eating, I used intermittent fasting. There are lots of benefits to intermittent fasting besides just losing weight. Losing weight is a benefit of it, but there are tons of other benefits to it as well, and I would really suggest that you do some research on it, especially if it's something you want to use. I can put something with information somewhere. I'm not a YouTube guru, but I can put it somewhere, just with a little more information about intermittent fasting. And basically, you're creating a period of rest for your body as far as eating and having to work off your food and work through what you're eating and digestion and all that stuff, and as well as your brain. And it's just a lot of different benefits. There are different types as well. So I use the method where I would fast for 16 hours. I would allow myself to eat within an 8-hour period. And so my period was from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. and that worked for me. Within that period of 8 hours, 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. that I would eat, I would make sure that I was eating very, very clean. I didn't use any pills, any diet plans. I didn't do anything spectacular. I just ate clean. So I was eating lots of greens, lots of broccoli, lots of green beans, lots of zucchini. Every meal I would make sure I had some vegetable. A typical day for me eating would be breakfast, eggs, little cheese in it. And then I would put spinach in my eggs, mix that all up. It tastes really good. Give me an avocado, smash it up, season it up, put some chili peppers in it, and cut up some strawberries. And that would be like a typical breakfast. And for lunch, I would do some form of a lean meat, so maybe like a turkey burger and some broccoli, or fish and some zucchini. Dinner, I would usually have like something like, I started making this shrimp bowl, and so I would just do shrimp, broccoli, and brown rice. And the way I seasoned it up, sis, it was good. I can cook it and film me cooking it, or put a recipe somewhere. If you're interested, let me know. Okay? And just all the things that you know are healthy for you is what I was eating. So I can talk about what I didn't eat, and I wasn't eating a lot of processed foods, wasn't eating fast food. So I limited my dairy intake, meaning I don't do any animal's milk. I don't do yogurts with animal milk. Anything with animal milk products, I just exit out. Just for me, I felt like it caused a lot of mucus and I just took it out. But I do like cheese. I love cheese. Like, cheese isn't going anywhere. As far as breads go, I would eat bread sometimes, but it was always a nice whole grain bread. I think it's Dave's Killer bread, I think is what it is. One of theirs breads I love. And basically, it got to a point where I didn't want bad food. Like, bad food made me feel terrible, and eating clean just gave me more energy. So that's just what I did. It just felt better. And I would, anytime I wanted to eat terribly, I would think about, how am I gonna feel after I eat this? Like, it's gonna taste good. It's gonna taste bomb. Like, it's gonna be so good. Some wings, some pizza, some Thai food, it's gonna taste bomb. That was never the issue of, is it gonna taste good? I know it'll taste good, but it was the issue of, how am I gonna feel after this? Like, how is this gonna make my body feel? How is it going to halt my progress? And that's where I kind of had to work through mentally, getting myself together, but eventually just, I wanted to eat the clean food. Another thing is to make your food flavorful. Like, nobody wants bland, dry, boring, healthy food. And I think that can be a deterrent to eat healthy if you think that you're just going to be eating broccoli and chicken. No seasoning. No. Season your food. I just would say, don't go overboard with like salt, but season your food. It can be flavorful and be healthy. Definitely. You don't deserve to be eating bland food. Like, no. Flavor it. Flavor it. Make it so you want to eat it. And if you gotta look up a recipe, but keep it flavorful. What I would drink water all the time. Maybe some green tea. Also, I like flavored sparkling water. I did do a cheat day. I started out with one cheat day a week, and although it was hard at first, I just kind of kept that as like the day to look forward to. So having my cheat day as my day to look forward to kept me pushing, like, okay, keep going, because Saturday's gonna come and it's gonna be cheat day and you're about to eat. Okay. And I think that's it as far as food goes. Just keeping it really simple. Just take what you like, modify it, limit your intake. I told you this is not like any kind of special thing here. It's basic stuff we all know but don't do. That's all it is. Just be real. Exercise. I love to work out. It's just something about feeling strong and feeling fit that's like addicting. Like, you just want that feeling. At least for me, I wanted to see if I could get better each time. I mainly did a lot of HIIT workouts, which stands for high intensity interval training. And basically there are lots of benefits to that as well. You're working at a high intensity for a shorter period of time, and then you have a rest period. So you're having your heart up for a short amount of time, for a burst, I would say, and then getting into a rest period for a certain amount of time. Go back up, come back down, up, down, up, down. So I would do that on the treadmill, I would do that on the elliptical, I would do that on the Stairmaster. And the Stairmaster is killer, but I love it because it is so killer. Ladies, I don't have like the biggest butt, but sprints will shape your lower body so well. Like, I'm telling you, sprints and the Stairmaster will get your lower body right. I can't really speak much about weight training because I'm not 100% knowledgeable about it. But I do make sure that I would do my legs. I would have a lower body day and an upper body day basically, and that was it. So I did get a personal trainer at some point, but I let that go as well because I figured, one, I wanted to save money, and two, what we were doing I felt like I could do. And so maybe I'll get a new personal trainer once I reach my goal, my next goal, and then we can work on taking me to the next level. And I use 3 apps to kind of help me with my exercising, where I didn't use any apps for eating. I do use apps for my workouts. The Nike training app is legit. It's free. free, and it has some workouts on there that are really good. And I have another app called Active that has just a bunch of different workouts. It has different categories, so you have an outdoor running, treadmill, elliptical, stairmaster, 5K training, weight training, and it'll give you a bunch of different workouts. You get to decide if you want it to be beginner to advanced, the length of time you want to work out, the type of music you want to listen to. It's legit. And what happened was I was doing a trial. Y'all gonna learn I'm frugal. I'm not gonna call myself cheap. I'm frugal. And so I signed up for the trial and I forgot to end the trial, and I got charged for a yearly membership, y'all. But it's worth it, so I didn't trip. I still use it to this day. It's legit. I also use Map My Run, and I use that to really speed up my mile. And then I have some tips that worked for me. The first one is you're not going to lose weight until you get your mind right. Your mind has to be 100% into it. Another tip for me was just that I competed with myself. There was no one else for me to compete with. I used the scale. I used the scale as kind of just a guide. It kind of kept me on track, but I didn't depend on the scale. Another tip was I took a lot of pictures. So I did a lot of side-by-side pictures from where I started as I was going along. I became my own motivation as well, just looking at the pictures, seeing the progress over time. I created a fitness Instagram, and with the fitness Instagram, it just kind of keeps me accountable, and you see other people going through their journeys as well, and it's a good way to look back and see how far you've come. I was never dieting. You get what I'm saying? I never thought of it as a deprivation of anything, because I knew if I thought of it that way, I would spiral back down into my old habits. Eating clean holds all the results. You can literally not exercise and eat clean and you'll lose weight. You can't just eat what you want all the time. You can change what you consider ideal eating. You know what I mean? So currently I am 174. I have fallen off with my eating a little bit, but I'm getting back onto it. By the end of the year, using weight as a goal, I want to be down to 155 by the end of the year, which is totally doable. So if you have any goals of your own, you can let me know down below, and maybe we can, help each other be accountable and just kind of check in on each other, see how we're doing. And yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.